We got another video from my boy Omizi. Clavicular, I think that's how you say it. I want to say that's that dude that be doing like the whole looks maxing and whatnot. Apparently, he just ruined his life for content. So we're not gonna waste no time. Let's get straight to this video. Make sure you like, sub to the channel, all that good jazz. Let's get to this video. All right now. It's getting crazy.
And I got thousands of niggas gotta come down. My daughter black and my son black. He talking about black people, talking about my kids. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. Call me a nigga hoe. On my mama. All right, brother. Call me a hoe,
say what you have to say.
Talking about my kids.
Wow. Go ahead, man.
When you say black people, bitch ass nigga, you scared now, but go get internet.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's
not looking good.
Everything was done properly.
Not looking good at all.
This guy's fucking Heil Hitler.
Put that man in cuffs.
Saying the N-word without any sort of care, being anti-Semitic and hanging around with the other anti-Semites, hammering his face.
My mom used to take these away when I was growing up because I was always bone smashing.
Excessive drug usage.
I'm not ripping back tonight, bro. My heart is beating way too fast. It's like more than normal, so yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not doing any coke.
And then I think he hit somebody.
Some meth.
And just blatant ignorance. These are all the things that Clavicular represents, and right now he's paying for his actions on social media. If you're new to this channel and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long, long way. Every subscriber gained is me combating being mogged to death. Trust me, I need it bad. Now, back into the video.
Like, nigga, I got expelled from college, like, not too long ago. I thought it was fucked. It was brutal. But, like, the social media has, like, made it possible for me to actually be myself and, you know, shoot up roids, fucking be crazy, looks max.
A couple months ago on this channel, I at least attempted to, before the video got shaken up by YouTube's algorithm, talk about this trend that's been going on social media for years now. This trend where these new influencers, these new content creators come on, say the most outrageous things, do the most outrageous stunts.
I give a fuck about Palestine or Israel. Is Palestine gonna help me mog or what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think so. I don't care about anything that doesn't directly correlate with me mogging.
And it's like another level of rage baiting. It's ignorant baiting. It's these stupid people who just go over the top in order to get some sort of attention. And I wanted to talk about how it ultimately backfires. But seeing Clavicular around all these other content creators and streamers in the past month or so, he's like that creature from that Alien movie where they get the worst enemy, mix it with the second worst enemy, they do some sort of creation in a lab, and this monstrosity spews out. The problem with content creators like this is that they're not actually creating anything. No real opinions, no creativity, nothing substantive as to what they're actually doing. Their virality and fame is based off of doing the most insane things in the world. And this isn't just insane by our standards. These are insane by even the most insane people's standards. One of the creators of these trends, Myron, even had to let his disciple Clavicular know, like, this is stupid what you're doing. And he doesn't agree with the concept.
I'm doing a double jaw surgery, which is a massively invasive, osteotomy. Do you think that that's over the top? Do you think that that's too far?
For me, it would be too far, right? I wouldn't do it.
In the last video that I talked about this, I highlighted the fact that you don't become content to be created because people are fond of you. Honestly, you become the moment, the spotlight, the highlight of the month, week, year, whatever the case may be. And that highlight illuminates a train wreck. The reason why people are having Clavicular on their platforms is because he's crashing in real time. Why? Because half of the things he does is illegal. Just recently, Clavicular got arrested and been charged with 2 counts of felony offenses: forgery involving possession of a forged instrument and dangerous drug possession use, along with 1 misdemeanor count for a minor using a false ID to enter.
Is he being detained at the moment?
He's being placed under arrest.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Now, oftentimes we do think that these things are
He ain't
staged
worried. He like,
and
I'm about
fake,
to be
but
out
no,
in an
Clavicular
hour.
has to make sure that these charges are
30
real.
minutes.
And he has to make sure that everything he does is captured. Now, from what we can see, this is a serious case. When his friend live streamed at the police station, it appears that Clavicular is not allowed to leave the state of Arizona until this whole case is situated.
He can't return to the scene of the offense. He can't possess any weapons, any drugs without a valid prescription. He also cannot leave the state of Arizona. That's the big one. If he leaves the state of Arizona, he is going to catch more charges, going to be revoked on release, okay?
But for whatever reason with these train wreck ass creators, they cannot shut the cameras off. Clavicular even tells his friends to continuously go live, not just because he's galvanizing the support of, like, a bunch of other loser friends, but because he wants you, the audience, to see the train wreck in real time. Now, since then, he has been released from jail on a $25,000 bond, awaiting any sort of further thing.
This be my thing. Like, I don't like doing anything that is going to restrict my ability to move when I want to move. If I want to go to another state, man, I'm going. I don't need nothing in the way of that. So if it means not doing dumb shit, so be it. I'm not doing it.
To happen to him. And you would think that Clavicular would learn some sort of lesson from this. He does have people surrounding him with the best support that he can from a legal aspect, but they're also trying to reach him on a humanistic level. Aiden Ross apparently reached out to Clavicular saying that, you know, we're gonna get you the best lawyers and stuff like that to take care of this legal situation. But also, we don't want you to die because what you're doing is a path of self-destruction.
They're trying to make an example out of him. That's why they're saying he has to go to court in 2-3 weeks. So let me explain to you guys what the fuck I did. I called Clav, we're getting the best lawyers, everybody, she's good. But Clav, I'm gonna make sure that, like, I want you to get the health you deserve. Bro, nobody deserves to die at a young age. I just care. I want him to just, you know, be in a good spot.
I think it's a bad look when the other self-destructive content creators are telling you that you are being so self-destructive that they can't even attach themselves to you. Like, they're actively seeking out help for you and they're not even helping themselves. I think that's a crazy concept. So I think that everybody knows at this point that being around Clavicular means that there is going to be fire that follows. And not fire in a good way, fire in a bad way. His name is now ringing bells in people's ears because I think that a lot of people saw what happened in the early portion of the 2020s with these over-the-top, exaggerated, self-destructive content creators. And whether you agree with me or not, but just listen as I name some of these names. Andrew Tate, Jack Doherty, Neon, Kevin Samuels, Myron, Walter, hell, Sneeko, Aiden Ross, Rollo Tomasi, Ed Matthews. A lot of these people make up like that red pill manosphere side of the internet. Some of them, like Nick Fuentes, who I didn't mention, are anti-Semitic and have a bunch of racial stuff going on. But for what it's worth, all of them have negative connotations towards their name, even if you may not feel that way. I know the Kevin Samuels defenders are going to be in my comment section. What that means is that organizations,
because it pays to be the villain.
Groups, whatever jobs, businesses are hyper vigilant of anybody and everybody that is featured on these people's streams. And that would exist 10 times for the people going forward that end up on people like Clavicular streams. So it's no surprise to me that a group of Arizona State University students got packed up from their sorority based off of being on a stream.
They got dropped.
Wait.
Every girl that was in the video, they got dropped. Like their sorority, like president dropped them.
With the coke?
And they have drinks in they can't have drinks in any picture. They have to be like perfect.
How many people in the
Roughly like probably like 15.
15? Wait, so they're kicked out of the frat?
Yeah, so they're girls.
Saying the N-word on stream? Yeah, dude, the bitch who said that is retarded. How did Clav single-handedly ruin ASU Greek life? How did I ruin it? It was your fault. You guys did retarded shit. You guys were holding cocaine up to a fucking live stream camera.
Now, these consumers of this content have their own responsibilities as far as what they do with their actions after the fact. Like if you listen to some red pill dating advice and then took it verbatim, like those memes where the guy is like, I'm a high value man, and you took that into real life and it did not work for you, then, you know, sucks to suck on you. Like that's totally your fault. I have no sympathy for those young women saying the N-word on live stream, flashing bags of cocaine at the camera, and then ultimately getting banned from their sorority. I'm surprised they haven't been kicked out of fucking school. But that does not mean that the creator themselves doesn't have some sort of blame in the situation. These people consuming your content are chasing the same 15 minutes of fame that you are, and you're out here promoting degeneracy.
My top drugs are meth, ketamine, Adderall, steroids, peptides. I do it all. I do it all.
You're like, you do streams or something?
I do TikTok and like...
No. I seen your clips before. You were with Kai Sinai, right?
No. You know I'm not with Kai, but it's nice to meet you, man.
Oh, nice to meet you too, bro. Yeah, my bad. I'm tripping balls on ketamine right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
And so while I would like to put 100% of the blame on the people who are actually doing the actions, I can't help but to remind influencers that the word influencer means that you are influential and you are influencing people to do certain things. You gotta have a little bit more responsibility with your voice and your power. Otherwise, you'll have fans running up to you saying things like, I don't know, I got inspired to do coke because of you.
Thank you, bro.
You're awesome. I love you so much.
Take care.
I did have gone to coke because of you, bro. You're so cool.
Bro.
I have a bag on me, bro. Let's rip it.
Let me tell you something about Clavicular. He is the textbook example of what it's like to look the way he looks and just have the world at your disposal. When you are from a culture of people who have pretty much been in rulership for as long as they've been, and nobody can tell you anything. You can just pretty much do most of what you want to do, and nobody's really going to check you for it. Now, yeah, he's been arrested. He can't leave the state of Arizona until this trial or whatever has concluded. But the fact that he's been able to get away with as much as he has and nobody check him about it just shows you that some people just got that. They just have those privileges or whatever. Not all, but some.
That's the funny thing. I don't even do cocaine.
Notice how hard he cringed Max right there? That's the thing about Clavicular. I know he's chasing the fame and doesn't really represent these things or actually mean these things. I would be honestly surprised if he was even on drugs. Every time a fan has come up to him and expressed some sort of similar sentiments that he has expressed on stream, he honestly looks taken aback. There was an incident where he was taking pictures with some fans inside of some sort of gift shop. And when the rabbit had the gun on him, he seemed to be perturbed.
You think we can take a stream photo?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
I bet. All right, on the count of 3. Nigga, hell. 3, 2, 1. Nigga, hell.
Oh my God.
Love you, bro.
Bro, that's so cringe, bro. That was like the most gay thing ever.
Cringe Max to death. Crazy. Now, the unspoken part about these self-destructive streamers is that there is some sort of pushback from communities that don't fuck with what they have to say. And these people can range vastly. Clavicular got the worst of it when he was out on the strip and ultimately got pressed for saying the N-word.
My daughter black and my son black. He talking about black people, talking about my kid. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. Call me a nigga hoe. You scared now, but gonna get internet. Oh yeah, yeah.
Keep selling candy, bro. Keep selling candy.
And I found it interesting how he played this situation, which kind of lets me know that he's not about this life. Every time that I see Clavicular get into some sort of real mess, some sort of situation, he kind of tucks tails and hides behind security. Or hides behind the fact that he actually doesn't like this stuff. And it's not just onlookers. His own family has criticisms about how he handles these different situations or the life that he's looking to live.
My dad said, full-blown drug addict, sad. My dad said that. Oh, Dad, I'm making money. What the fuck do you want me to do? Next stream we'll give shit to the homeless or something. Look at what my mom sent me. She said, you look better here. She said I descended. You look good back then.
Yeah,
you can pull it together.
You look good with Lauren too, bro. Come on, what we doing?
My mom said, you're doing well with the looks max stuff, but you're losing credibility as your looks fade away. Refocus on that and maybe you'll get more respect and followers. Maybe you need rehab. Get help.
He should probably go into movies.
Clearly, it looks like he's affected by these things. And in any other situation,
go be
we
a model
wouldn't
or
give
something.
a known drug addict on camera any sort of sympathy or even airtime for that matter. And this may be the only time that I ever do this, but Clavicular looks lost. He looks like he doesn't want to be there, but he doesn't know how to get out. And it doesn't make it any better because the people surrounding him don't give a fuck about him either, and that's clear. The woman sitting next to him as his dad texted him said, don't say that. What do you mean don't say that? That's a real thing. That's a real emotion that's happening in real time. Why do I have to hide that? And then his buddy in the car is discouraging his mother's advice to him, saying that he looks like he's changed. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Clavicular literally looks like he's been changing. He's taking this looks maxing thing to a whole different level and is even dabbling with more drugs and now cosmetic surgeries to get it done. People are claiming that he's literally withering away.
It's really funny how Clavicular is shocked that his fan base is full of a bunch of losers and cringy people, because I just saw an interaction between him and some of his fans, and his fans came up to him saying like all this racist stuff to the camera or whatever. Clav was getting annoyed. He was like, bro, you're so cringy, like stop saying that. And it's like, dude, who do you think your fans are? This is what you built. And it's also funny because I know for a fact Clavicular would describe those two guys using every name under the sun to say how ugly they are.
So the streets say that Clavicular has been withering away. Apparently, like, he's responded to the withering allegations and he's like, nah, it's not happening. But basically what other people are saying is he's taken so many substances, like, so consistently that it's, you know, it's doing it to him.
I knew Clavicular was done when he was in the gym with somebody just yapping. This is when I knew he was a kid. He talking about, I've taken 20 milligrams of ratatouille. Now they talking about he falling apart. Yeah, bro, he putting all kinds of chemicals in his butt.
And they're like, oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. What's interesting about that concept to me is, like, as a looks maxer, wouldn't longevity be part of the things you look for? Like, wouldn't it, like, oh, if I do this substance now, like, it would make me look a certain way now, but later it might blah blah blah.
The reality is that Clavicular is in for a rude awakening. His reputation is catching up to him. He's beginning to realize that his actions do have real world consequences, and the only thing that he can fill these different voids in his life with are more drugs and more insane content. In the last clip, the guy was trying to figure out how this happened so fast, but I think oftentimes because stuff is sensationalized on the internet and we're desensitized to different concepts, all the people that were doing the outrageous content and self-destructive content for the past couple of years, we know for a fact that this stuff is detrimental to people's lives. So no wonder why the pinnacle of all of of these content creators, the culmination of all these content creators, the literal spawn of every commentary channel's, you know, videos over the past couple of years has come into form. And no wonder he's like self-destructing. No wonder this is happening to this guy. He's the next evolution of a train wreck. He's like a speed train using nitrous, literally, the chemical. Get some help.
Send it a video. Man, let me tell you something. The internet is in such a weird place right now. These 2020s, boy, have been a ride, man. Been one hell of a ride. And we still got a little ways to go before we're out of here. And I can only imagine what the 2030s is going to look like if the world is still here. But yeah, hopefully Clavicular can, you know, get some help. I mean, he has potential. Like I said, he should probably go into some romantic comedy movies or maybe be an action hero, put on some weight or whatever. He can be like this new age Tom Cruise, this generation's Tom Cruise or something like that. But y'all get down in the comments. Let me know if y'all are familiar with Clavicular. Do you watch any of his content? Me personally, I don't. But, you know, this popped up on my feed. And like I said, I'm kind of familiar with him. Like I said, he does the whole looks maxing thing. And that's a bit crazy. But yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments. If y'all made it this far into the video, like I always say, I'm happy that y'all are watching these videos. It means a lot to me. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you like, sub to the channel. And until next video, y'all, I'm out.